Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel. Let me first introduce myself. I'm Dr. Khaled Azab. Currently, I work as Senior Clinical Fellow in Gastroenterology at King's College Hospital NHS Foundation Trust in London. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm Khaled Azab from Cairo to London. Please stay tuned and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's go. Today, we are going to explore the scheme of the Medical Training Initiative. Step by step, I will tell you everything you need to know about the MTI, and also I will tell you some hidden secrets that will help you during your MTI process. First thing, on Google, type MTI OCP, then open the official website. Okay, Medical Training Initiative. Firstly, let's have a rapid look on what is the MTI. The MTI is a mutually beneficial scheme that provides junior doctors from all over the world with the opportunity to work and train in the UK, while giving trusts a high quality, longer term alternative to use locums to fill rota gaps. The scheme facilitates GMC registration and Tier 5 visa for those eligible. So it's a mutual beneficial scheme that will help the NHS trusts and also will help you as an IMG. In this video, we are going to explore two main files. The first file is the MTI toolkit online, and the other one is the MTI portal step by step. I will explore these two files to tell you everything you need to know about the MTI. First thing, how could I apply for the MTI? Firstly, you go to this icon here, online application portal. Okay, click it. Welcome to the RCP. Of course, you need to have your own account. Type your username here and password. If you don't have an account, you need to create your own account. Click on this link to create your own account. Actually, I cannot open my portal for you because my portal will not start from step one because I almost finished it already, but it's very easy and I will explain to you everything you need to know and what should you do step by step. Okay, initially, let's explore the MTI toolkit online. Why choose the Medical Training Initiative? But before going further, if you are an Arabic speaker, I recommend you go to the link that appeared now on top of this video to explore my tutorial for the MTI scheme in Arabic language. I explained everything for the MTI in Arabic language. Okay, let's go deeper. Why choose the Medical Training Initiative? The Royal College of Physicians Medical Training Initiative supports international medical graduates, IMGs, who are seeking short-term training opportunities in the UK with the intention to return to their home countries on completion of their training. So first thing here, it's written that you have an intention to return to your home country after finishing the training. Actually, nowadays it's not necessary. It's not necessary to return back to your home country. I know that most of you want to move to the UK for further development, for training, and planning to stay there for a long time, not only for 6 months to 2 years. The duration supposed to be for the MTI. Okay, are you a hospital looking to recruit an IMG to a vacant post? Are you a hospital that has already identified an IMG candidate for a vacant post? Are you an IMG who is seeking training in the UK? This file will help you. Let's see benefits of the MTI to the NHS trusts. Of course, benefits to the NHS trust, it will help the trust to fill up the rota, provide them with talented IMGs like that. It's not our point of concern here. Our point of concern actually is the benefits of the MTI to the candidate. For the candidate, you will be able to develop clinical, communication, and leadership skills in fast-paced supportive environment, which is the NHS. What the RCP offers. The RCP will offer you support for GMC registration. They will sponsor you for GMC registration. Support for Tier 5 visa. And here is another hidden point from the MTI, that the MTI usually offer Tier 5 visa, but you can ask the trust to support you and to offer you Tier 2 visa. The OCP could only offer you Tier 5 visa, which is limited, and you need to leave the United Kingdom before you can apply again. And the whole duration of Tier 5 visa is not counted in the ILR or the citizenship. So Tier 2 visa is much, much better, and you can ask your trust to sponsor you for Tier 2 visa and ask only the OCP for GMC registration. And this is very hidden secrets. Not everyone knows about it. OCP membership for the first year and a discounted rate for the second year. That's good, with all associated benefits like discounts on OCP conferences, events, and educational programs, career development and networking opportunities, 30% discount on medical master class, 20% discount on up-to-date. All of these are very good things that will help you much to develop your career in the UK. Also, the OCP will offer you free access to the e-portfolio, where you can record everything you have learned, OCP certificate at the end of the training, support with any issue relating to training. If you faced any problem during your training, you can contact the OCP and they will try to help you. What's required of candidates? Candidate must meet all the following requirements. These are the eligibility criteria. I explained it before in my previous video in Arabic, and now we will discuss it in English for the non-Arabic speaker. So the eligibility criteria, first thing, hold a primary medical qualification that's recognized by the GMC. What are the postgraduate medical qualifications that are accepted by the OCP? Because I've been asked these questions multiple times. Here are some examples like MRCP UK Part 1, MD or other higher degree in medicine, or a medical subspecialty. Countries like Egypt, Pakistan, or India, I think postgraduate qualification include diploma, master's degree, MD, fellowship. Any of these postgraduate qualification will be accepted by the OCP to sponsor you for MTI post. Have 3 years of post-qualification experience, including 1 year internship and at least 1 year in the specialty in which you intend to train while in the UK. Okay, this is a very important point. You must have 3 years post-qualification experience after finishing your postgraduate qualification. As we've mentioned before in the previous point, you have to spend 3 years after your post-qualification experience, and you must have at least 1 year in the specialty that you are intended to be trained in the UK. I think this is very clear. Next point is that you must have been in clinical practice for at least 3 of the past 5 years, including the 12 months before GMC registration was granted. So that means that in the last year, you must be in clinical practice before applying to the MTI. Therefore, should be no gaps in employment. Please note that the GMC doesn't consider clinical observations as clinical practice, because some people go for clinical observations or clinical attachment, but most of you know that the GMC doesn't consider this as a clinical practice. The point after that, possess the skills, competencies, and understanding of medicine at least equivalent to a UK graduate at the end of their core medical training, and you will find this in the process of your MTI application. Some papers the OCP will send you, and you must write some of the clinical skills and competencies that you need to have or that you know how to do during applying for the MTI. Okay, what's next? Have sat and achieved the International English Language Testing Systems, IELTS. Of course, you need to clear your English language exam. Either it is the occupational English test, and you will find in the link above now, my tutorial and my advice about how to pass the occupational English test in 4 days. I advise you to watch it. And of course, if you don't want to go for the occupational English test, you can go for the IELTS. But of course, everyone now advises for the occupational English test because it's much easier. Okay, what does the candidate need to do? You have one of two options. Either you found your own post by yourself, like here, the first option, which is the most common route to go through the MTI and which is the one I advise you. You need to find your own post by yourself. And this is more than 90% of the candidates do. The second option is you would like to find a post in the UK and you want the RCB find the post for you. What is option A? Option A is that you find your own post by you and you will find a video I uploaded earlier on my channel that will help you how to make a perfect NHS profile and how to secure your first job in the NHS. Okay, let's say that you found your job already. What should you do? You have to complete the postgraduate professional experience form and CV template and upload onto the online application portal. This is the online application portal we spoke earlier about. You can get it from here, online application portal. Okay, you upload your complete postgraduate professional experience and CV. After that, the RCB will assess your application, and if they found you that you are eligible, they will continue with you through the online application portal. They will send you some documents. You have to fill these documents and send it back. Maybe if you want me to explore these documents and advise you how to write it, you write in the comment and I will make a video for it in the future. After that, the RCB will ask your hospital to send some papers. The HR of the hospital will fill this paper. You have to follow up with them. They will fill this paper and they will send it to the RCB. Option B, if you would like the RCB itself to search for a post for you, you have to apply for an upcoming interview if you meet the criteria. You can find more information on the website rcblondon.ac.uk because the RCB, they are doing regular interviews. The RCB used to do maybe 3 or 4 times yearly interviews for the candidate, and the succeeded candidate, the RCB will continue with them until they secure them a decent post in the NHS. But I don't recommend that, especially nowadays, that you go to route B. I recommend you go to route A and try to secure your own job by yourself on the NHS website. Here we go. What's required of hospital? This for the hospital. What's the paper required for the hospital? Let's have a very rapid look. All posts that are submitted to the RCB must be IMT posts equivalent to house officer or above. Yeah, it's supposed to be house officer level or above, starting from junior house officer, senior house officer, junior clinical fellow, senior clinical fellow, and above. Of course, not a consultant. All MTI candidates must receive high-quality education, training, equivalent to that of a UK trainee with associated study leave and study leave budget. That's very good. The RCB guarantees that you take very high-quality training and they guarantee that you have study leave and study leave budget. Very good. If the post is unpaid, the doctor needs to have funding from an official source, like their own countries, if they will support him. All MTI candidates should be assigned as an educational supervisor who is also responsible for ensuring that the doctor sets and achieves their personal development plan, BDP, which is very good that RCB enforce the hospital that they should assign you a clinical supervisor, which will follow with you through the process of developing your personal development plan. What's next? It's essential that there's a shadowing period of 4 to 8 weeks minimum before the doctors start the working. And this is a very critical point because I've heard a lot from new IMGs traveling to the UK or relocating to the UK that they didn't take enough shadowing before. What does the hospital need to do? Okay, I will not read this. I don't want to waste your time and prolong this video more than it's supposed to take. You can read it yourself. Okay, visa. Very important point. What you need to know about visa. The MTI scheme accepts doctors on the visa listed below, as long as the trust and the candidate shows that there is an intention for the doctor to return home after their training in the UK. Of course, you have to show your intention. I don't know how to show your intention that you will return home after being trained in the UK. So what kind of visa you can get through the MTI? First thing, you can get Tier 2 visa, which is work visa. Posts are subject to the resident labor market test, who for applicants coming into paid posts, that means the RLMT requirement or paid post on the shortage occupation list. Okay, and of course, being a doctor, you are on the shortage occupation list. Second type of visa is Tier 5 visa, which is visa for a maximum of 2 years. It's a temporary work visa that will help you to stay in the UK during the MTI training period. What's next? Data record. What's the cost of MTI scheme? The MTI scheme will cost you about £850, and you can count it into your currency. Okay, I think I've just finished the MTI toolkit. We took a very rapid look on the MTI. Let's now go to the portal step by step. What should we do now? We will explore this MTI online portal step by step to help you go through the MTI process. First thing, register for an account. If you don't have an account with the RCP already, please note that if you have taken any part of the MRCP UK, then you will probably have an RCP code or hold membership of the RCP, or haven't been in touch with the RCP previously, you might already have an RCP code. That means that if you already taken any part of the MRCP exam, you have already your own RCP code by now. If you don't have it, so as we said earlier, you have to create your own account from here. Okay. Nationality. If you have dual citizenship, please choose the nationality you will be using to enter the UK. Okay, very clear. Medical practice, as we've mentioned before, you must be in clinical practice for at least 3 of the last 5 years, including the last 12 months. You have to clear your OOT or IELTS, as we've mentioned before. If you have taken PLAB, please tick the box if you have taken any parts of the PLAB. The real work, stage 1, you will choose entry visa. They will ask you which visa would you like to enter the UK, and as I've mentioned before, you better choose Tier 2 visa. Second thing, GMC registration. Please tick this box if you require support from the RCP for GMC registration, because not all people applying to the MTI doesn't have GMC registration. Some of them might have GMC registration earlier. Second thing, GMC registration. You can tick the box if you already have your GMC registration. If you don't have GMC registration yet, leave it blank and ask the RCP for GMC registration sponsorship, which is the main aim of the MTI. Current post, this should be the post in the UK you will be coming to. That's of course the post you found on the NHS job websites and you secured it already. Supervisor, you have to write who is your clinical supervisor, and in most of the cases this will be the consultant who made the interview with you, or you will find his name in the conditional job offer that the trust sent earlier to you. Medical staffing, this is the HR contact at the hospital. You will find it easily in your conditional offer. Grade, Please choose the relevant grade you will be working. If you are not sure of the exact level, please choose CMT, Core Medical Training, or ST3. As we've mentioned before, you can apply to the MTI scheme starting from junior house officer, senior house officer, junior clinical fellow, senior clinical fellow, and above, but not, of course, the consultant. So you have to write which level you will start your post. Is it core medical training? If you are not sure, choose ST3. Funding, who will fund you? Of course, you will be funded by the NHS Trust through the salary will be offered to you during your post. Funding source, if you are sponsored by your home country or something like that. CV and professional postgraduate experience form should be downloaded from the MTI portal website, and you have to fill it and send it back. Pay it button, of course, you have to pay, as we've mentioned before, 75 sterling pound during the stage 1, to allow the RCP to proceed further through your application. Okay. Now, you sent all the papers we've mentioned before to the RCP, and they will move you to stage 2. Okay, after submitting your paper in stage 1, the RCP will study it, and in 1 or 2 weeks, they will move you to stage 2. What will you do in stage 2? In stage 2, the RCP will provide you with some applications you have to fill and upload them back to the RCP portal. What are these forms? The application form, the sponsor form, 2 referee forms. I will show you them now. This is the application form. You have to write it. I might do another video for it if you want. Write in the comment. Structure referee form and how to fill it. I will make a video if you want. Structure sponsorship form. Application form, you have to fill it and upload it again. Referee form, also you have to fill it. And sponsor form, you have also to fill it and upload it on the portal. I can make a video on these forms, what's written inside, and how to fill it and upload it again. If you want, write please in the comment. Okay, you also have to write cover letters from your sponsor and from your referees. Of course, these cover letters are supposed to be different, not exactly the same from your sponsor and from your referees. Okay, you need 3 cover letters. You will also need your primary medical qualification, your MPPS, your MPCHP, your MD, whatever. Anyway, you need your primary medical qualification. You will need, of course, your primary medical qualification, GMC verified. You need to verify your primary medical qualification through the EPIC service, and we can do a video later how to verify your papers through the EPIC service. If you want, also write in comments, please. You're supposed to upload your internship certificate. Also, you need, of course, to upload your postgraduate qualification, which is the postgraduate qualification you are applying through. You are applying to the MTI scheme, which is part 1 of the MRCP, your MD, MED membership or fellowship of the medical college of your own country, your master's degree, whatever the postgraduate qualification you have from your home country, and upload it on the portal. As we've mentioned before, IELTS or OET, acceptance of funding, they will provide you with a specific form. You have just to write your name and sign it, re-upload it again. Of course, your passport, certificate of good standing. You should upload certificate of good standing of any country you've worked in the last few years. You should take care that certificate of good standing date, this is the date on which the certificate of good standing was issued, because they are very strict that your certificate of good standing should be valid through the last 3 months. It's validity only 3 months with the GMC. And of course, you will need to pay the initial payment of 125 sterling pound we've mentioned before. Okay, let's say that you uploaded all the documents on the portal. The RCB will take 1 or 2 weeks again to revise them, and if they accept, they will move you to stage 3. Stage 3 actually the longest stage of all of the stages, because stage 3 depends on your trust, and of course during the COVID era, all the trusts have shortage in employee because of the lockdown and like that, and they are very slow in responding to emails and responding to papers. So stage 3 actually will take the longest duration of all of the stages. What will happen in stage 3? This stage involves assessing documents from the trusts. We will send reminders to trusts who haven't submitted the required forms. And as you see, the MTI themselves saying that they will send reminders because they know that trusts take very long time to respond. We don't have to, you don't have to do anything other than remind your trusts to submit the required documents. As you see, reminders and remind because the trusts take long time. Okay, let's say that the trust sends the paper to the RCB already. The RCB will revise them, and in just very short period of time, 1 or 2 weeks, they will move you to stage 4. What will happen in stage 4? Your application is being assessed by the RCB panel. You don't need to do anything. This stage is just to keep you updated on what's happening with your documents. You are almost done with everything you need to do. You uploaded your papers already. The trust uploaded its papers already. And now it's all in the hands of the RCB. After that, in a very short period of time, 1 or 2 weeks, they will move you to stage 5. Please make sure that you have read the acceptance letters that you were sent, as it gives you details regarding the next steps. You will find some instruction in the acceptance letter you've signed already before. The welcome pack provides you details about working in the UK. You will also need to start your GMC online application. Okay, this is very important. When they have moved you to stage 5, you have to start your GMC registration because your application is already almost accepted by the trust, by the RCB. You accepted the funding, and you need to start your GMC online application. You will also need to pay the RCB appointment of £725 as you see here. So £725 plus the £125 we mentioned earlier. These are £850. Stage 6, forward GMC email requesting documents to the mti.rcblondon.ac.uk. In stage 5, you already started your GMC online application. The GMC will send you a letter asking for some papers. You will need to forward this email to the RCB, so the RCB will send the paper of sponsorship to the GMC. As it's written here, the RCB will send the documents to the GMC, forward GMC ID check invite email. After that, the GMC will grant you with registration. Congratulations, you now have been registered with the GMC, and of course you need to send the email of granting the registration to the RCB. After that, you will go to stage 7. In stage 7, the RCB will provide you with certificate of sponsorship to apply on the Home Office for Tier 5 visa. In stage 8, you will need to enter your confirmed start and end date and send the start and end dates of the job you already secured with your trust to the RCB, so they will know that what time exactly you start and what time you will end your MTI scheme. That was everything. I hope that I managed to explain how to apply to the I hope that I managed to explain to you how to apply for the MTI scheme. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you need some specific advice or you want me to do some specific video on something you want to know, just write it in the comment. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to find all the new videos I will upload later. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.